Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Om Shri Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Swami Namaste Saraswati Garam Charan Shri Saraswati Shri Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram Ram, Hare Hare Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, 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 Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, 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 Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Bhaktivedanta Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama Rama, Rama Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama Rama, Rama Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama Rama, Rama Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Rama Rama, Rama Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Rama Rama, Rama Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Rama Rama, Rama Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram 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 Hare Krishna, Ram Ram Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Ram Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Ram Hare Krishna, Ram Ram Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram Ram Hare Krishna, Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Ram Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram Ram Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Ram Hare Krishna, Ram Ram Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram Ram Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Ram Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Ram Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Ram Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Ram Hare Krishna, Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Ram Hare Krishna, Ram Ram Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Ram Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram Hare Krishna, Ram Ram Hare Krishna, Ram Ram Hare Krishna, Hare Ram Ram Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Ram Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Ram Hare Krishna, Ram Ram Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Ram Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Ram Hare Krishna, Ram Ram Hare Krishna, Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Ram Hare Krishna, Ram Ram Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Hare Krishna, Ram Ram Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram Ram Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram Ram Hare Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradhari Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradhari Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradhari Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari गिरिवरधारी यशोदानन्दन व्रजजननन्दन यमुनतीरवनचारी यशोदानन्दन व्रजजननन्दन यमुनतीरवनचारी यशोदानन्दन व्रजजननन्दन यमुनतीरवनचारी यशोदानन्दन यमुनतीरवनचारी जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी गोपीजन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी गोपीजन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी गोपीजन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण हरे हरे राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे जय राधा गोपी वल्लभ राधा गोपी वल्लभ राधे जगन्नाथ जगन्नाथ बलदेवा जय सुभद्रा जगन्नाथ स्वामी नयन पथगामी नयन पथगामी भाव Nitai Gaurango, Nitai Gaurango, Gaura Hari. Jaya Sachinandana, Jaya Sachinandana, Jaya Sachinandana, Gaura Hari. Patita Pavana, Patita Pavana, Gaurari. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jai Jai Prabhupada. श्री राधा गोपी वल्लभ की जय, श्री राधा मदन मोहन की जय, श्री जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा माई की जय, श्री सुदर्शन चक्र की जय, निताय गौरंग भगवान की जय, ऐसी भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय, निताय गौर प्रेमानंद। ओम अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरोन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्य मनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरौ श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरुं वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातां सहगना रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनासहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेव श्रीराधा कृष्णपदान् सहगना ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च हे कृष्णा करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेशा गोपिका कांता राधा कांता नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचना गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्णा चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधार श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Narayanam Namaskritya.
Narayanam Namaskritya.
Naram Chaiva Narottamam.
Naram Chaiva Narottamam.
Devim Saraswatim Vyasam.
Devim Saraswatim Vyasam.
Tato Jayamudhiraye.
Tato Jayamudhiraye.
Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu.
Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu.
Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya.
Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya.
Bhagavati Uttama Shloke.
Bhagavati Uttama Shloke.
Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki.
Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki.
Krishnaya Vasudevaya.
Krishnaya Vasudevaya.
Devaki Nandanaya cha.
Devaki Nandanaya cha.
Nanda Gopa Kumaraya.
Nanda Gopa Kumaraya.
Govindaya Namo Namaha.
Govindaya Namo Namaha.
Namah Pankajanabhaya.
Namah Pankajanabhaya.
Namah Pankajamaline.
Namah Pankajamaline.
Namah Pankajanetraya.
Namah Pankajanetraya.
Namaste Pankajangraye.
Namaste Pankajangre.
Namo Mahabadanyaya.
Namo Mahavadanyaya.
Krishna Prema Pradayate.
Krishna Prema Pradayate.
Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya.
Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya.
Namine Gauratvishe Namaha.
Namine Gauratvishe Namaha.
Namo Brahmanyaya Devaya.
Namo Brahmanyaya Devaya.
Gau Brahmana Hitaya cha.
Go Brahmana Hitaya cha.
Jagaditaya Krishnaya.
Jagaditaya Krishnaya.
Govindaya Namo Namaha.
Govindaya Namo Namaha.
Nama Om Vishnupadaya.
Namah Om Vishnupadaya.
Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale.
Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale.
Srimate Bhakti Vedanta.
Srimate Bhakti Vedanta.
Swami Niti Namine.
Swami Niti Namine.
Namaste Saraswati Deve.
Namaste Saraswati Deve.
Gauravani Pracharine.
Gauravani Pracharine.
Nirvishesha Shunyavadi.
Nirvishesha Shunyavadi.
Pasyatya Deshatarine.
Pasyatya Deshatarine.
Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya.
Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya.
Prabhu Nityananda.
Prabhu Nityananda.
Shri Advaita Gadadhara.
Shri Advaita Gadadhara.
Shrivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna.
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare.
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare.
Hare Rama Hare Rama.
Hare Rama Hare Rama.
Rama Rama Hare Hare.
Rama Rama Hare Hare.
Kum karoti vachalam pangum langayate girmyat kripatamaham vande Shri Guru Dinatarinam Shri Paramananda Madhavam Shri Chaitanya Ishwaram. Om apavitro pavitro va sarvavastham gatopi va yat smaret pundarikaksha sabhyabhyantaram suche. Shri Vishnu Shri Vishnu Shri Vishnu. Hare Krishna. Morning to everyone. It's a Ekadashi today. Very, very auspicious days. Krishna gives Ekadashi every 15 days as a checkpoint of our devotional life. Right? Every Ekadashi, the purpose is we should check how much progress we have made in the last 15 days. That is the main purpose. Last 15 days, did I start chanting more number of rounds, or did I start reading more? Have I dedicated more to Lord Krishna? This is like a checkpoint every 15 days, right? So, entire life, how many Ekadashis we get? Say, how many Ekadashis in a year? Maybe 24, right? So 24 into, if we are alive for 50 years, say 50 or 60. Am I telling very less? You're expecting 100? Maybe 70, maybe 80, right? But number of Ekadashis really matter, because these are the points at which we can check how we are making progress, right? In the same way, Lord Krishna also in Bhagavad Gita, he structures the Bhagavad Gita in such a way that he gives knowledge and then he checks whether you understood or not, whether you're applying or not. Right? Where are you? At what stage you are? Entire Bhagavad Gita is structured like that. Some people, without reading Bhagavad Gita, sometimes they comment that, it's a boring book. Too much of, what do you call that? Theory. You can't really understand it. Like that. बहुत लोग बोलते हैं ना, भगवद गीता समझ में नहीं आता, समझना मुश्किल है. But actually, if you get trained like the way we are doing Bhagavad Gita here, you'll see a very clear pattern how Krishna is going. Okay? We are entering a very, very sacred section of Bhagavad Gita today, which is 7th chapter. Right? It's a very, very auspicious that we are entering on Ekadashi day. I'm very happy actually how we are entering exactly on Ekadashi day. I never planned it like this. But this is a very important section we are entering on Ekadashi day. What is this section about? What did Krishna tell till now? And why is he starting this section? First 2 chapters is all about Arjuna Vishada. He's like, I have my questions. Please tell me the answers. What should I do? That is the first chapter. Second chapter, he tells the entire Bhagavad Gita. Khatam. Bhagavad Gita is finished in second chapter. He tells, surrender to me, over, done, do the work. But then from 3rd chapter to 6th chapter, Krishna explains how do we practice Bhagavad Gita in our practical life now? Karma Yoga. And Dhyana Yoga. Karma Yoga, Dhyana Yoga, and Ashtanga Yoga. Meaning there are 3 ways. One, you can practice Krishna consciousness or Bhagavad Gita knowledge by doing your work as a duty without any expectation, as a service to me. That's what it tells in 3rd and 4th chapter. 5th chapter he says how to apply it in your life. And 6th chapter he says, okay, some people who may not be that inclined towards work, they can reach me through meditation. They can reach me through perfecting their senses. Meditation, the goal is what? To perfect our senses, to control our senses, to control our mind. And when he tells all that, finally Arjuna says what? Krishna, ye applicable nahi lag raha mere ko. What you are telling is too impractical. How can I control my senses? Arey, itna damag, matlab mind ghumte rehta hai. What should I do? And what is the answer Krishna gives? Does anyone remember last chapter, last week? You can control your mind by doing 2 things, he says. Thoda socho. Through practice and detachment. Abhyasena. Right? He says through practice and detachment. It's very easy to control mind, but through practice. You have to practice to control mind. ऐसे बैठ के बोलोगे कि mind control हो जाए, नहीं होगा mind control. Mind से बड़ा enemy कोई नहीं है. Actually, there is no enemy outside. Enemy is inside only. It's our mind. And what is the problem with mind? It has its own interests. It has its own interests. What is the difference between mind and intelligence? Mind is focused on interests. Intelligence is focused on purpose. Right? Intelligence comes through Shastra. When you read Shastra, when you read Bhagavad Gita, when you hear good discourses about Lord Krishna's instructions, you get intelligence. Then you start saying, I should do this or should I not do this? Viveka Buddhi bolte hain na? Viveka Buddhi. Vivek matlab kya? What is the meaning of Vivek? Differentiation. Right? Am I able to differentiate what is good? Am I able to differentiate what is bad? First thing that the world needs now, सबसे पहली चीज दुनिया को क्या चाहिए कि क्या अच्छा है, क्या बुरा है, ये तो जानो पहले, है कि नहीं? जिंदगी जीना अलग बात है, पहले ये तो जानो कि क्या अच्छा है और क्या बुरा है. इसी से बुद्धि आती है ना. बुद्धि का मतलब क्या है? आप बुद्धिमान हो, आप योर नॉलेजेबल. इसका मतलब क्या है कि वो आदमी जानता है कि क्या अच्छा है और क्या बुरा है. अगर ये नहीं जानता तो काहे का बुद्धिमान है वो. राइट? All our material education does not teach what is good or bad. Mathematics, social science, और क्या subject है? Geography, history. History it teaches. Unfortunately, history is not properly taught to us. What else? What और कोई subject इतना ही पढ़ा क्या? Economics, accountancy, biology, chemistry, physics, artificial intelligence. बाप रे, सही है, एकदम एडवांस लड़का है. हरी बोल. आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस. आप एक बार सच्चे दिल से सोचो, think about it once. In any of the subjects, are you taught what is good and bad? Accountancy में होता है debit credit, but that's not good and bad. That's not good and bad, isn't it? All these subjects are telling you how this world functions, how you can live in this world, where you can dig and get water, right? IIT is all about extraction and exploitation. That's all it teaches. What do you teach in IIT? How to extract, how to exploit. That's all is IIT. IIT है कुछ भी डिग्री लगाओ, CA भी लगाओ, right? Lawyer लगाओ, कुछ भी लगाओ. It's all about how to use this world. But nobody is teaching you what is good and bad. विवेक बुद्धि नहीं आ रहा इसमें से, right? No wonder some engineer became a terrorist, right? No wonder a software engineer became a terrorist. No wonder a architect became a terrorist. Terrorist में तो मतलब who? The people who will kill others for no reason, for their own interest. है कि नहीं? So Viveka Buddhi is very important. Actually, I'm seeing those two children there, Mataji, your children. I always see them in the morning. I feel so nice for them that, in this age, they are hearing Bhagavad Gita. Don't think they don't understand. वो समझ में आएगा उनको, क्योंकि ये knowledge जो है age से link नहीं है इसका, right? They are not able to tell what they are understanding, but they are hearing it, right? In some ways they learn slokas. In some ways they learn, some bit of culture. They are seeing their parents are sitting every morning. वो अपने पूरी जिंदगी जहां भी सत्संग होगा सुबह जाके बैठेंगे, because they are seeing their parents doing it. है कि नहीं? हाँ, तुम्हारा सुदर्शन चक्र किधर है? देखो चक्र लेकर आया. प्रभु जल्दी क्लास खत्म करो. मैं तुम्हें डाल दूंगा ऐसे. है ना? So विवेक बुद्धि बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. समझ रहे ना? विवेक बुद्धि, पावर टू डिफरेंशिएट व्हाट इज गुड, व्हाट इज बैड. जब हम भगवद गीता सीखते हैं तभी मालूम चलता है कि क्या अच्छा है और क्या बुरा है. तब तक समझ में नहीं आता किसी को. इसीलिए कोई भी लड़ते हैं, सोसाइटी में लड़ते हैं, बाहर लड़ते हैं, कहीं भी लड़ते हैं, उनको आप समझा नहीं सकते कि क्या अच्छा है क्या बुरा है, क्यों? बंदे के पास वो इंटेलिजेंस ही नहीं है कि नहीं? क्या अच्छा है क्या बुरा है सोचने की बुद्धि है ही नहीं उसके पास. क्या समझाओगे उसको जाके आप? जब तक वो बैठे और ये तो सीखे कि भगवान क्या कह रहे हैं, कि आपके लिए क्या अच्छा है क्या बुरा है. आयुर्वेद कहता है क्या अच्छा है क्या बुरा है कि नहीं? आयुर्वेद कहता है. एलोपैथी कहता है, एलोपैथी मेडिसिन देता है, लेकिन ये नहीं कहता कि क्या अच्छा है क्या बुरा है. अभी बोल रहे हैं वो लोग, हाँ ये मत करो. आपने सुना है कोई डॉक्टर के पास जाने, द डॉक्टर विल टेल, एलोपैथी डॉक्टर, एज सून एज यू सी एलोपैथी डॉक्टर विल टेल, what are you eating? You should not eat this, should eat this. Do they say? When you go with fever, they'll tell, oh acha, now you don't eat this, right? Before they don't tell. Are you understanding? But Vedas, Ayurveda tells before only what you should eat, what you should not eat, when you should sleep, when you should not sleep. है कि नहीं? So विवेक बुद्धि देता है. वैदिक नॉलेज जो है विवेक बुद्धि देता है. मेटेरियल एजुकेशन विवेक बुद्धि नहीं देता है ही नहीं उसके अंदर. वो सेक्शन ही नहीं है, right? That section itself is not there. Yesterday I went to Central University, we are trying to get into Central University, me and my friends, to develop this Viveka Buddhi. So day after tomorrow I have appointment with the Chancellor of Central University. I've got that, I don't know, somehow. I'm going there. I'm going to explain him. And he's also very interested. Okay, please come and present what you want to do here, how you want to present. Because we feel if the next generation is not taught what is Viveka Buddhi, we are only creating time bombs who will go and explode and destroy the entire society. समझ रहे? जिस आदमी को मेटल एजुकेशन नहीं मिला है, उसको स्पिरिचुअल एजुकेशन नहीं मिला है, वो सोसाइटी के लिए टाइम बॉम्ब है. वो कब फूटेगा, कितने को लेके मरेगा, कोई नहीं मालूम है कि नहीं? It's very important that our children, next generation, get this knowledge. What is Krishna telling in 6th chapter? Is telling control your senses. अपने senses को control करो. क्यों? Senses हमारे friend नहीं है. Senses सर्प जैसे हैं, है ना? They're not our friends. They're looking for an opportunity to, डसने के लिए तैयार है कि नहीं? सुबह उठते क्या डसता है? सबसे पहला सांप कौन सा है? ब्रेकफास्ट में क्या है नहीं? झगड़ा चालू है कि नहीं? Your uncontrolled senses are your enemies. If you don't control your senses, that's a big problem. है कि नहीं? So Krishna is not telling don't use the senses. She is telling engage your senses in something that is good for you, right? Then only you will be happy in life. Happy रहना नहीं रहना है जिंदगी में. Happiness किधर से आएगा if your senses are uncontrolled? है कि नहीं? So Viveka Buddhi means Krishna is telling how to control the mind, right? So he taught you karma yoga, he taught you dhyana yoga, he taught you ashtanga yoga, and now he has given you how to reach him. How to reach him, he has told. Right? Now logically, the next question is, why to reach you? Why to reach? Actually, you are telling me that come and reach me. No, anybody's question, why should I reach you? Krishna, ठीक है, योगा वोगा करना है, कर्म, लेकिन करूं क्यों? Why? For whom should I do? 7th chapter Krishna says who he is. 8th chapter he says why people get attracted to me. मैं हूं कौन? भगवान का definition है. 7th chapter आज एकादशी के दिन we are going to read who is God. Who is God? कौन अपने आप को भगवान बोल सकता है? Who can tell that he is God? ऐसे कोई आएगा, somebody says मैं भगवान हूं. नहीं बेटा, एक मिनट बैठे यहाँ पे. 7th chapter में देखते हैं कौन भगवान है. Definition of God, introduction to God is 7th chapter. Right? Now, why is he telling his introduction? Because now after you get introduced to me, you will get attracted to me. Now you will do karma yoga. After you understand who I am, then you will perform karma yoga, then you will perform dhyana yoga, then you will perform, ashtanga yoga, everything you will do because you need some motivation. Na? Who is he? भगवान है कौन? 7th chapter से 12th chapter तक पूरा भक्ति योग है, भक्ति योग. Right? All the 6 chapters are going to be very interesting and very much focused on who is God and how do we serve God. Who is God? How do we serve God? पूरा भक्ति योग है. तो 12th chapter में भगवद गीता हो गया. 7th chapter is about introduction to God. 8th chapter towards attraction of God. 9th chapter is towards devotional service of God. Right? 10th chapter is about the opulences of God. 11th chapter is his universal form. 12th chapter is conclusion, devotional life. खत्म हो गया. तुम मेरे devoted हो. Now भगवद गीता में 18 चैप्टर क्यों है फिर? वही कृष्णा, you should have stopped after 12th chapter. हो गया, मैंने बोल दिया सब कुछ. We'll finish the 12th chapter also. Then the entire Bhagavad Gita is over. But Krishna knows what is the problem. Krishna gave an introduction to Karma Yoga. He also gave what is Bhakti Yoga. But he knows that now it is not easy for us to practice devotional life because there will be a lot of obstacles. What are the obstacles? Internal obstacles, external obstacles. What are the internal obstacles? Are uncontrolled senses. External obstacles are modes of material nature. Sattvagun, Tamogun, Rajogun. ये हमको नहीं छोड़ेंगे, है कि नहीं? So 13th chapter Krishna talks about internal obstacles. 14th chapter Krishna talks about external obstacles. Jnana Yoga. Now from 13th to 18th chapter is Jnana Yoga. He's telling more knowledge which will keep us in devotion. समझ में आ रहा है आप लोगों? I'm trying to give you a pattern of Bhagavad Gita. पता नहीं है last class होगा, आज के दिन उड़ जाएंगे, पता नहीं. At least understand what is there in Bhagavad Gita, है कि नहीं? This is Bhagavad Gita. 7th chapter में क्यों आ रहे हैं? 12th chapter के बाद क्या है? I'm giving you an overall glimpse. 13th chapter to 18th chapter is Jnana Yoga. Because with that knowledge, you can hold on to your devotion. You will not run away. ठीक है? 8th chapter to 12th chapter क्या किया उन्होंने? Sorry, 7th chapter से 12th chapter भक्ति दे दिया भक्ति कि भैया ऐसे करो, you will come back to me. But after that, what is he doing? He's giving more knowledge so that we'll stay. We will not run away. We will be able to hold ourselves. We need knowledge, na? Internal obstacles, external obstacles. है कि नहीं? So internal obstacles, 13th chapter. External obstacles, 14th chapter. Then he's telling, what do we need to go forward? Association, 15th chapter. Yoga of the Supreme Person. Association. You need devotees to go forward. Otherwise, नहीं होगा तेरे से. अकेले बैठ के घर में जप करेगा, उड़ जाएगा. Another 5 months you are gone. You need devotees. You need association. ये सभी चीजों की जरूरत है. You're understanding? Huh? That is what? 15th chapter. 15th chapter. हो गया भगवद गीता. अब क्या प्रॉब्लम है? नहीं, एक और चीज बाकी है. क्या बाकी है? Think logically. Knowledge दे दिया, भक्ति दे दिया, इंटरनल नॉलेज दे दिया, एक्सटर्नल नॉलेज दे दिया. आप प्रोग्रेस कर रहे हो नहीं कर रहे हो, कैसे मालूम चलेगा आपको? हाउ डू यू नो दैट यू आर प्रोग्रेसिंग और नो? रिपोर्ट चाहिए ना, है कि नहीं? रिपोर्ट चाहिए ना. क्या रिपोर्ट चाहिए? तुम में अच्छे क्वालिटी आ रहे हैं या बुरे क्वालिटी आ रहे हैं? रिपोर्ट चाहिए ना. यू नीड प्रोग्रेस रिपोर्ट और नो इन योर ऑफिस व्हेन यू आर डूइंग ए प्रोजेक्ट. वीकली स्टेटस रिपोर्ट, क्वार्टरली, फोर्टनाइटली रिपोर्ट चाहिए ना? नहीं चाहिए. Krishna is telling 16th chapter internal reporting. How do you check demoniac qualities or good qualities? 17th chapter is how those modes of material nature are making you a demon or no, or you're becoming a better person. So you can check also that मैं आगे जा रहा हूँ पीछे आ रहा हूँ. And 18th chapter is surrender. Finish. अब मैंने तुमको पूरा दे दिया, ज्ञान दे दिया, कर्म दे दिया, ध्यान दे दिया, भक्ति दे दिया, नॉलेज दे दिया, इंटरनल एक्सटर्नल ऑब्स्टिकल्स बता दिया, रिपोर्टिंग सिस्टम बता दिया, कैसे तुमको मालूम चलेगा यू आर गोइंग अहेड और फॉरवर्ड. नाउ सरेंडर. सर्वधर्मान् परित्यज्य मामेकं शरणं व्रज अहं त्वं सर्वपापेभ्यो मोक्षयिष्यामि मा शुचा. 18th chapter finish Bhagavad Gita. लॉजिक दिख रहा है पूरा. In that 1.5 hour that Krishna spoke to Arjuna, he gave everything that Vedas have to give. सर्व उपनिषदो गावो दुग्ध गोपाल नंदन पार्थो वत्स सुधीर भोक्ता दुग्ध गीता अमृत महत. खत्म. अगर आप भगवद गीता समझिए प्रभु जी माता जी, आपका जिंदगी खत्म हो गया. मतलब हो गया ये जन्म मतलब you have achieved what you should achieve as a human being.
Internal external obstacles identify करने के बाद what is does this tell us also that how to overcome those obstacles?
Yes, that is 15th chapter through association, satsang के साथ. 13th chapter internal obstacles, 14th chapter external obstacles, 15th chapter how do you overcome those obstacles by association. 15th chapter. 16th chapter how do you know whether you're progressing or not. 17th chapter what to do if you're not progressing properly. 18th chapter surrender. है ना. तो बहुत ही लॉजिक है. शास्त्र जो है एवरी स्क्रिप्चर वेदर इट इज श्रीमद् भागवतम, पुराण, शिव पुराण, स्कंद पुराण, every scripture that we have has a very beautiful way of giving you knowledge. That is why for me personally I don't feel like reading any other book, because no other book has such good sequence of giving you knowledge, of making you ready for the next step. All the Vedic scriptures are like that. You take Ishopanishad, 18 shlokas, he covers everything that one should know. Right? 18 shlokas. He'll tell you what is nature, what are you, how do you connect with nature, how do you live here, not live here, how do you surrender, everything is there in that 18 shlokas. One Upanishad, only 18 shlokas. There is another Upanishad, smallest Upanishad, Kali Shantarana Upanishad, only 4 shlokas. Harar Nama Eva Kevalam Kalau Nasteva Gataranyata. That is Kali Shantarana Upanishad. Kali Yug में क्या करना है? हरि का नाम लेना है. Only 4 shlokas. Right?
जब हम लोग जाते हैं तो उस टाइम बहुत भक्ति जाती है.
हाँ, राम नाम क्या है? झूठ है.
उस टाइम आदमी सोचता है सब बेकार है, ये है वो है, and he starts thinking on logically कि हमको भक्ति रास्ते में जाना चाहिए और ये सब हम लोग जो भाग रहे हैं ये सब बेकार है. And once we come out again
वही चालू हो जाता है.
इसके लिए एक टर्म यूज करते हैं शमशानी वैराग्य.
शमशान की वैराग्य.
शमशानी वैराग्य. कि उस मोमेंट के लिए थोड़े टाइम के लिए यू फील कि एवरीथिंग इज बकवास, वापस आके फिर वही
फिर अरे आजकल तो शमशान में लोग प्लान कर रहे हैं. मतलब मेरे बड़े पापा को जला रहे थे, मतलब मरने के बाद वो जो होता है ना अंतिम संस्कार कर रहे थे. तो मेरे पिताजी के बड़े भाई, तो बहुत सारे ब्रदर्स हैं, तो उनको वहां पे एक जगह पे जला रहे हैं. कहाँ पे जला रहे हैं? जमीन जो हमारे दादा ने जो जमीन दी थी वो जमीन में उनको जला रहे थे. तो मैं वहाँ खड़ा था. आई वाज ओनली 16 years old, वेरी यंग एट दैट टाइम. मेरे पिताजी खड़े हैं, देयर आर माय फादर्स ब्रदर्स, एवरीबॉडी स्टैंडिंग. वहां पे शव जल रहा है और यहाँ पे लोग ऑलरेडी डिस्कशन चालू किए, आपने बंटवारा किया तो आपका जमीन किस तरफ है? यार अभी तो गुजरे हैं वो. जस्ट नो ही डाइड, एंड वी शुड बी क्राइंग राइट नाउ. और तभी से बात कर रहे हैं. बेटा मतलब जो बंटवारा करता है, लड़का मतलब जो लड़ाई करता है, पुत्र है जो आपको पुत्र नाम के एक प्लेनेट से मुक्ति देता है. तो हमको बेटे नहीं चाहिए, हमको लड़के नहीं चाहिए, हमको पुत्र चाहिए जो शास्त्र का ज्ञान रखते हैं. हमारी भाषा में सब कुछ है. द ब्यूटी ऑफ इंडियन लैंग्वेजेस, मैं कभी कभी इंग्लिश में प्रीच करता हूँ. मुझे अच्छा लगता है इंग्लिश में प्रीच करना, क्योंकि ये भाषा में कोई रुचि नहीं है. ये कुत्तों का लैंग्वेज है, कोई नहीं है इसके अंदर, कुछ रुचि नहीं है. बट प्रभुपाद ने इस लैंग्वेज को भी यूज किया हमको ये सिखाने के लिए. लेकिन आप अगर हिंदी बात करते हो और तेलुगुలో మాట్లాడినా आपके हर बात में आधा मैसेज चले जाता है आपके पास. आपको स्पेशल एफर्ट लगाने की जरूरत नहीं है. इफ इन द हाउस हमारे घर में अगर हम मातृभाषा बात करेंगे, अच्छे तरह से बात करेंगे, आधा भगवद गीता तो ऐसे ही सीख लोगे, आधे फेस्टिवल ऐसे ही सीख लोगे, आधे एवरीथिंग इज देयर इन आवर लैंग्वेज। हमारे पूर्विकों ने इस तरह से डिजाइन किया है कि हमारे लैंग्वेज के अंदर ही हमारा कल्चर है। द डे यू स्टॉप स्पीकिंग लैंग्वेज इन योर क्या कहते हैं, इन योर होम, योर ओन लैंग्वेज, you cannot actually celebrate festivals because the essence is there inside that language itself. Right? Anyway, it's a different topic. Someday we'll discuss about language and all that. I'm also very interested to know. So why I'm telling all this is you need viveka buddhi. Viveka buddhi, very important. Today's society people don't have viveka buddhi. They have krura buddhi. Pagal buddhi और कुछ नहीं है बाहर। Viveka buddhi is very important. What is good, what is bad? Somebody has to tell, right? So your child is not studying. He will have enough arguments to tell why he is not studying. Right? He'll defeat you in that arguments also. Right? But as a parent, what he should have? Viveka buddhi. That, no, this is right and this is wrong. I will not follow, your child will tell. Then what will you do? क्या करोगे? You know, मेरे पिताजी बोलते हैं, you know what they used to do, what his parents used to do when he would not listen. 2 दिन खाना नहीं देंगे, बस 2 दिन खाना नहीं, सीधा के बैठेगा, पापा बोलो क्या करना है, चल पढ़ अभी। हम ऐसे करेंगे? करने के लिए तैयार हैं? नहीं है तैयार। क्यों? डरते हैं हमारे बच्चों से, पता नहीं छोड़ के चला जाएगा, पता नहीं मेरे साथ क्या करेगा। तुम्हारे साथ वही करेगा जो तुमने उसके साथ किया। If you're not going to teach him as a parent, he's going to become a problem tomorrow. आज तुम उसको बिठा के बेटा 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 मो करते रहो, वो तुम्हारे साथ वही करेगा आगे। जब सुधरेगा नहीं, that's what he'll do. Our ancestors never were scared of their children. Ours is the first generation which is scared of our children. अपने ही बच्चों से डरते हैं, बाजू वाले का छोड़ो, अपने ही बच्चों से डरते हैं। You understand? All this is happening because we are not strong spiritually. We don't know why you are taking birth. Right? What is the purpose of my life? My purpose of my life is very personal to me. मेरे बच्चे मेरे साथ चलेंगे नहीं चलेंगे, वो आएंगे नहीं आएंगे, वो उनकी मर्जी। मैं अपने मिशन में आगे जा रहा हूँ एंड उनको भी लेके जाऊंगा और उसमें मैं कोई कॉम्प्रोमाइज नहीं करूंगा। आई एम नॉट गोइंग टू कॉम्प्रोमाइज ऑन दैट। यू अंडरस्टैंड? दैट इज बीइंग स्ट्रांग। एंड व्हेन योर चाइल्ड बिकम्स 50 years old, 45 years old, he'll come and touch your feet saying, Father, you did a right thing for me. जो तुमने मेरे साथ किया सही किया, that you put me on the right path. He will tell then. But if you don't do your part now, if you don't teach him spiritual knowledge, if you don't teach him what is right, विवेक बुद्धि अगर आप अभी नहीं दोगे आपके बेटे को, तब तो गया हुआ हाथ से, खत्म। You can't teach him at 45. There is a saying, right? A tree cannot be bent. A plant can be. A plant can be adjusted which direction it's going. एक बार आजकल के लड़के तो मतलब लड़के लड़कियां 16 क्रॉस करते ही झाड़ बन गए, मतलब very difficult to bend them after 16 only, 16, 17 only, right? Start telling them what is right, and you should be strict. It's okay if your child doesn't like you. What is the big deal? What is the big deal if your child, आपका बच्चा आपको पसंद नहीं करेगा? क्या फर्क पड़ता है यार? क्या कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ता। आपको वही करना जो सही है। अपने आप वो आएगा आपके पास, अपने आप he'll appreciate you. He will understand why you did what you did. How many of you feel that your parents' strictness was good for you? Huh? In your young age, whatever they did with you, sometimes you may not have liked what they did also, but now you appreciate it. है कि नहीं? अपने को वही करना है. I'm not telling to do something that your ancestors have not done. We should also do that what is needed. And that buddhi first we should get. First we should get that buddhi. And where will we get that buddhi? Chemistry में, zoology में, Bhagavad Gita में, शास्त्रों में, you will get that buddhi. Right? Now let us get into 7th chapter where Krishna is introducing himself, that who is God. Right? Now these verses are going to be heavy, Prabhujis and Matajis. बिकॉज ऐसा इंट्रोडक्शन हमने कभी सुना नहीं होगा, राइट? वी लाइक टू गो टू टेम्पल, टंग टंग टंग, तुम भगवान, मेरे घर में मैं भगवान, चलो, है कि नहीं? अभी मालूम चल गया भगवान कौन है, राइट? नाउ you'll understand who is God. श्री भगवान उवाच मयि अशक्तमना पार्थ योगं युज्ञं मद आश्रय योगं युञ्जन् मद आश्रय असंशयं समग्रं माम् यथा ज्ञास्यसि तच्छृणु Translation purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Please repeat after me. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, now here, O son of Pritha, by practicing yoga in full consciousness of me, with mind attached to me, you can know me in full, free from doubt. Right? Now he's telling, sixth chapter is just ending. Sixth chapter is just ending and giving a little flavor into seventh chapter. It's just transitioning verse it is. What is the last verse in sixth chapter? Go back to sixth chapter, 47th verse. How did he end? Please repeat after me. Yoginam api sarvesham madgatenantaratmana shraddhavan bhajate yo mam same yuktatmano mata. Please repeat after me. And of all yogis, the one with great faith, who always abides in me, thinks of me within himself, and renders transcendental, loving service to me, he is the most intimately united with me in yoga and is the highest of all. That is my opinion. So he concluded 6th chapter saying that who is the perfect yogi? The one who meditates on me, serves me, keeps me in the center of his life, he is the perfect yogi. Right? After telling all the Ashtanga yoga, pair upar, niche bhat, all that, everything he did. After that he told who is the perfect yogi? The one who uses all that finally to surrender to me. And in 7th chapter, he's starting and saying that finally the one who gets attached to me, whose consciousness is on me, right? He is a perfect person. He's a perfect person. Krishna is very clear, right? Some people say, Prabhuji, मैं भी भगवान को प्यार करता हूँ, तुम भी करते हो, क्या फर्क है? क्या फर्क है? बात सुन रहे हो क्या भगवान की? Are you hearing what God is telling, or you're saying you love God? See, simple. If you love your wife, you will buy her what she wants. As simple as it, right? If you don't buy her what she wants, you don't care what she wants, then what kind of love is that? If you love your husband, you'll cook what he wants. है कि नहीं? Huh? Your husband doesn't like Karela. Every morning you are making Karela bread curry. उसको प्यार बोलते हैं क्या? बताओ प्रभु जी, प्यार बोलते हैं? नहीं. You will make him what he wants and also tell him what is good for him. उसको बोलते हैं प्यार. You have to show your love in your actions. Same way, just saying that I also love God means what? It doesn't mean anything. Do you know what God wants you to do? I don't know. Then how do you say that you are loving him? See, religion these days, people, they don't want to be questioned. If somebody goes, they'll get angry. Sir, you love God, you love. Don't tell me. अरे मैं क्या बोल रहा हूँ? मैं तो ये बोल रहा हूँ, समझ तो लो क्या भगवान बोल रहे हैं. नहीं, मेरा प्यार मेरी मर्जी. Right? No, that's not love. Somebody has to educate. The problem in today's society is there is no guru. किसी का गुरु नहीं है यहाँ पे. हर किसी का अपना ही गुरु है कि नहीं? कोई तो सिखाए. In earlier days, children used to come at a young age. They are taught what is right, what is wrong. Right now, to teach somebody what is right, अरे बाप रे, मतलब Prabhupada used to tell, I have poured my tons and tons of blood to make one person Krishna conscious. And that too Americans. Americans are not easy to convince. For them, everything they want logic. Logic, logic, logic. Then only you tell about magic. First I want logic. Logically Prabhupada had to answer, and then they convinced. But after they got convinced, once a Westerner gets convinced, he is going to bring the whole world behind him. Because that's their nature. Hey, now you see the sannyasis in ISKCON. My God, ek se badh ke ek. Right? Why? Because they have understood thoroughly who is God. And they're very clear, after all the discussions, after all, with respectful, tadvidi pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya, upadekshyantate jnanam jnananas tattvadarshina. They understood the tattvadarshi. They understood what is the essence of all knowledge, tattvadarsha. Tattva means everything, complete knowledge. How? By seva, by serving the spiritual master, by asking questions, prashna. Tadvidi patena pariprashnena seva. You should ask questions, inquire, understand, get convinced, surrender. After get convinced, surrender. So this knowledge will take you there. Now let us see what Krishna is going to tell next. Actually, all these verses, there is a beautiful purport. I want you to read as a homework. After we do this, go home, spend some time reading the same. Actually, it's a good revision for you of what I have explained. And you will also see the pattern once again and also read the purports. Right? Second verse. Jnanam te aham savijnanam idam yakshyami asheshata yad jnatva neha bhuyo yad jnatva neha bhuyognya jnatvam asishyayat jnatvam avashishyate jnatvavyam avashishyate. I shall now declare unto you in full this knowledge, both phenomenal and numinous. And this being known, nothing further shall remain for you to know. So Krishna is telling what kind of knowledge he is going to give. He is telling, ab ye sunoge, now I am going to tell you who I am. You will not have any more questions to ask. Right? Let's eagerly, nicely go forward and hear this. Now, from here, the Bhakti Yoga starts. Right? Manushyanam sahasreshu kaschid yatati siddhaye yatatam api shraddhanam kaschin mam veti tattvata. Out of many thousands among men, one may endeavor for perfection. And of those who have achieved perfection, hardly one knows me in truth. Krishna is telling how rare is this? How rare is this? Swayam Krishna is telling how rare is this. He's saying, what is he saying? Among thousands among people, one person wakes up Sunday morning at 7 o'clock and asks, why did I take birth? है कि नहीं? कितने लोग ये पूछते हैं सुबह सुबह उठते हैं मैं पैदा क्यों हुआ? कितने लोग पूछते हैं? उतना इंटेलिजेंस ही नहीं है लोगों के अंदर. कुत्ते बिल्ली क्या करते हैं सुबह उठ के? खाना ढूंढते हैं. हम लोग ब्रेकफास्ट ढूंढते हैं. एक ही बात है. लेकिन एक इंसान ही है among thousands, one person wakes up and says, why did I take birth? Where am I? मैं हूं कहां पे? ठीक है, खाना मिलेगा, सोने को मिलेगा, बच्चे मिलेंगे, पैसा मिलेगा, लेकिन पैदा ही क्यों हूं? Why did I take birth? Right? Among sahasreshu, among thousands. Why is Krishna telling this? Because he knows that our senses, our mind is not in our control. And this is normal in this material world. अगर कोई बोले प्रभु जी सत्संग को नहीं आ सकता, don't be surprised. If somebody says प्रभु जी कल सुबह होगा, you should faint there. ये कैसे बोल दिया? You really आ जाओगे सच्ची में? क्योंकि that is a surprising matter. If half of you don't come to satsang, I'll not be surprised. I'm actually surprised you're still coming. Because in Kali Yuga, we are terrorists. You know who is a terrorist? The one who goes against the government, isn't it? The one who goes against the government is a terrorist. मानते हो कि नहीं? What is the government today outside? खाओ पियो मजा करो, क्यों पैदा बात मत करो, है कि नहीं? So if we are asking something that the government is not encouraging us, what are we? Terrorist. कलयुग के terrorist हैं हम सभी लोग यहाँ बैठे हुए. We are not supposed to do all these things. हमको सभी सोना है टाइम पे, हम सभी को लड़ाई करना है छोटे छोटे चीजों पे. What are we doing? यहाँ बैठ के भगवद गीता पढ़ रहे हो, अब सब लोग terrorist हो. We are terrorists. I am the terrorist. What is that? महा terrorist. हम वो कार्य कर रहे हैं जो कलयुग में नहीं करते हैं लोग. समझने की कोशिश करो. If somebody is not coming, don't be surprised. Give him one प्रसाद, एक रसगुल्ला दे दो, एक गुलाब जामुन दे दो. तो ये जिंदगी में तेरा जिंदगी इतना ही है. इसको खा, भगवान अंदर चले जाएंगे. प्रसाद will go inside. Someday you will awaken. Someday you will awaken. Awaken. People are sleeping. ओम अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः. The one who wakes you up from darkness, deep darkness, he is a guru. Deep darkness. See, if somebody has taken birth in darkness, उसको लाइट के बारे में क्या मालूम चलेगा? बताओ. वो पैदा ही हुआ अंधेरे में, उसको लाइट के बारे में क्या मालूम चलेगा? If you have taken birth now, you are seeing sun, you are seeing light, you are seeing sky. Now suddenly somebody puts you in a dark room. Then what will you tell? निकालो मुझे यहाँ से. I want to go and see the light. बोलोगे नहीं बोलोगे? लेकिन तो पैदा ही हुआ अंधेरे में. You are taken birth itself in darkness. What is your age now? Average 20, 25, 30, 35, 40 years. Let's चलो 40 लगाते हैं. 40 years you are in the darkness. How will you see light? What will you appreciate in light? समझ रहे? That is a problem with Kali Yuga. And that is why Krishna is telling it's very rare for somebody to awaken. Hey Arjun, it's very rare for Sahasreshu. Manushyanam. What is he saying? Manushyanam Sahasreshu Kaschid Yatati Siddhaye. To become, to inquisite, to come towards perfection. Very rare, Krishna. Arjuna, very rare. And by the way, among those who finally come to satsang, what is he telling? The people who achieve perfection hardly know me in truth. उनमें से भी बहुत कम लोग, they will understand me. Who is God? See, people are fighting in the name of God. Right? कोई बोलता है भगवान का फॉर्म नहीं है, कोई बोलता है भगवान का फॉर्म है, भगवान ये है. अरे सुन, मालूम भी करो पहले भगवान कौन है, उसके बाद डिस्कस करते हैं. Right? Let us first understand. No, मेरा सबसे बड़ा मैसेंजर है, तुम्हारा सबसे बड़ा मैसेंजर है. अरे पोस्ट किसने भेजा वो तो पहले मालूम करो. मैसेंजर के लिए लड़ रहे हो सभी लोग. Who sent the messenger? First understand who sent the messenger. Nobody wants to understand that. That is the problem. Everybody is fighting for their college. Nobody is fighting for the knowledge. मेरा कॉलेज सबसे अच्छा है, मेरा कॉलेज है. अरे नॉलेज तो सीख पहले. Then you can determine which college is good. है कि नहीं? The problem is that. So Krishna is telling it's very rare for somebody to know me because of all these conditionings. You understanding? Okay. Fourth shloka. Bhumirapon alayo vayu kammano buddhir evacha ahankara itiyam me भिन्न प्रकृति रास्ता. Earth, water, fire, air, ether, mind, intelligence, and false ego. All together, these 8 constitute my separated material energies. इसका मतलब क्या है? What is separated material energy? What is spiritual energy? We'll spend a little time. Now I want all of you to focus. There's something called Antarangika Shakti, Bahirangika Shakti. Internal energy, external energy. Okay, very simple. Antarangika Shakti, Bahirangika Shakti. Krishna is going to speak the next few verses about these two. So I'm going to explain first and then we'll get into the verses. Okay? What is Antarangika Shakti? Krishna's spirit itself. And what are we? We are souls, not these bodies. So we are what? Antarangika Shakti or Bahirangika Shakti? Antaranga Shakti. Actually, we are Antaranga Shakti. We are part of Him. We are coming from Him. The soul within us is pure. See, you cannot tell somebody is bad. You can tell his habits are bad. His thoughts are bad. He is not bad. He is pure. He is part of Krishna. But unfortunately, he is associated with wrong people for many, many lives. And now his intelligence and mind has become like that. Antarangika Shakti. समझ रहे सभी लोग? Spiritual energy is part of God. That is Antaranga Shakti. What is Bahirangika Shakti? Is external energy. Now Krishna is telling you what is external energy. These material elements are external energy. Earth, water, ether, fire, right? Air. And he's also telling three more. These are gross body. Right? Our body is made of five elements. Earth, water, air, water, fire, ether. What is ether?
Space.
Ether क्या है?
Space.
Space also is needed, na? Right? If ether is not there in our body, what will happen? Nothing will move. Your hands will not move. Your cells have to move. Your blood has to move. Your things have to move. Your air has to. There has to be some space also, na? So space who is creating? Free में थोड़ी आता है space. That is also part of God's energy. है कि नहीं? So earth, water, ether, fire, air. All these are five elements through which our body is made. This is our gross body. Right? Gross body. Stula Sharira. There is something called Sukshma Sharira. Subtle body. Sukshma Sharira बोलते हैं उसको. वो क्या है? A layer beyond this body. A layer beyond this body. Which is covering us. Which includes our mind, intelligence, and false ego. False ego. ये क्या वर्ड बताया प्रभु जी आपने? बताते हैं, समझाते हैं. पहले समझो कि mind, intelligence, and false ego. These are our subtle body. When we die, our gross body is gone. Our gross body is gone. Air, water, fire, ether, पूरा गया, खत्म. Pack, जला दिया या दफना दिया, जो कुछ whatever. What happens to your subtle body? Subtle body is your mind, which has all your interests, intelligence, which is all the knowledge. We'll talk about false ego. I'll explain you separately. Your next body is going to get this mind and intelligence. You understanding? When you die, you go to the next body. This mind and intelligence will carry on to that body also. Your consciousness, right? The way you think. That's why two different children, why two children from the same womb are different? One child likes something, one child ऐसे क्यों? किधर हुआ है? Where is the? How is it? Why one child is scared of water, one child is scared of heights? Why? Somebody has क्या बोलते हैं? Phobia of being in a closed place. Right? Somebody is okay to be in a closed place. In YouTube, if you see some people, they walk on a corner of a big wall. Like literally, it's a 50-story building. That fellow is walking as if nothing is there. I am very scared of heights. I'm telling you personally. If I go beyond third floor, मेरे को चक्कर आना चालू होता है. Maximum I stayed in my life is fifth floor right now. I cannot go beyond that. If I go into balcony of somebody, I start getting dizziness or some heaviness in my stomach. I don't. Is there any partner to me here? Huh? मेरे से नहीं होता ऊपर जाना. I don't want to go ऊपर. If somebody is organizing satsang, I finish that satsang very fast. मेरे को पहले नीचे आना है. राजा रमेश प्रभु है. 22nd फ्लोर में उनका घर है. मेरे को टेंशन होता है घर में सत्संग करने में. If I see the balcony में टेंशन होता है. मेरे को कहाँ लेकर आओगे? नहीं, मुझे नहीं बैठना ऊपर. Let me go down. है कि नहीं? But some people, I have seen they are sitting on the wall in the balcony when it is 30th floor. पीछे देखोगे तो मतलब गया, finish. As well as sitting on the wall as if nothing is there. है कि नहीं? तो पिछले लाइफ में क्या था वो? पिछले लाइफ में वो कबूतर था. मैं क्या था? मैं मेंढक था. मेंढक नीचे रहता, ऊपर के नहीं रहता. तो where is this impression coming from? Past life. Your mind, your intelligence, everything is going to the next life. समझ रहे? Body change होता है. इसीलिए when a male and female come together and they procreate, the consciousness that they carry, वैसा ही बच्चा पैदा होता है. अगर शोले सिनेमा देख के आप प्रोक्रिएट करोगे तो गब्बर सिंह ही पैदा होगा. है कि नहीं? हाँ? तो that is the science of Garbhadan Sanskar. The first sanskar between a male and a female is you chant 64 rounds sitting and then you engage in procreation as a service to God, and a devotee will come in your house. वो अपने आप हरे कृष्णा बोलेगा, है कि नहीं? लेकिन अगर मैं पूरी तरह से लस्टी तरीके से bodily thought से if I engage into the act of sex, what will come out? A lusty soul will come. वैसा ही आदमी पैदा हुआ है हमारे घर में. तो स्टार्टिंग में मालूम नहीं चलेगा, स्टार्टिंग में छोटे बच्चे ऐसे ही रहते हैं, जो हुआ कैसे आएगा, बाद में उसमें से निकलेगा गब्बर सिंह. बाद में धीरे धीरे जब बड़ा हो रहा है, आई एम श्योर यू नो योर चिल्ड्रन व्हेन यू आर गोइंग टू योर टीन्स यू विल सी अ डिफरेंट पर्सन. ये मेरे घर में क्या है, कौन है ये? आई नेवर थॉट दिस फेलो इज माय सन. वो निकलेगा बाहर. जस्ट अ मैटर ऑफ टाइम, जस्ट अ मैटर ऑफ टाइम, बिकॉज ही इज कैरिंग दैट कॉन्शियसनेस फ्रॉम पास्ट लाइफ. समझ गया? व्हाट इज सूक्ष्म शरीर, स्थूल शरीर? एवरीबॉडी से स्थूल शरीर, सूक्ष्म शरीर. स्थूल शरीर मतलब मेड ऑफ द 5 elements. Sukshma sharir matlab the consciousness that goes on, right? Mind and intelligence. Whatever you learnt in this life will not go. Remember that. What you heard today in this lecture, you will carry to your next life. Pakka. ठीक है? What is false ego? False ego, first of all, ego means me. Ego means me. Recognizing yourself is ego. Is ego good or bad? It's good. There is nothing bad about ego. ऐसे बोल, you are too egoistic. अरे मैं हूँ ना, मैं जिंदा हूँ. That's me only. नहीं, you should not think about you. If I don't think about you, I should think about you or what? Right? मैं हूँ, मैं मेरे बारे में सोचूंगा. जरूर मैं मेरे बारे में सोचूंगा. गलत नहीं है उसमें. But what you are recognizing as makes it true or false. Right? If I am recognizing that I am the soul, that is true ego. If I am recognizing that I am the body, that is false ego. समझ गया? It's as simple as that. What am I recognizing as? Am I recognizing that I am the body or I am the soul? Right? If I am recognizing myself as soul, then I can easily go back to Krishna. Because I'll only do activities which are relevant for the soul. समझ रहे? I'll do activities mostly which are relevant for the soul. But the people who don't recognize themselves as soul will do activities which are relevant to the body. As simple as that. If somebody is not interested in satsang, what is the meaning? What is he recognizing with? Body or soul? Clearly body. उसको दिमाग ही नहीं आएगा, मतलब वो समझ नहीं आएगा. You go and tell him, प्रभु जी आओ ना, बोर मारता है मैं. अरे आप बैठो, नहीं होगा मेरे से. अरे क्यों? Because he is not recognizing with the soul. It's not. It's simple. You can't convince anybody to recognize the soul. It takes a lot of effort. जीव जागो, right? हाँ. तो अहंकार, अहम करा. Actually, it's not ahankar. Aham kara. Aham means me. Kara means doer. When I recognize myself as a body, I think that I am the doer. मैं ही कर रहा हूँ. Just do it. नहीं की. मैं ही करूँगा. मेरे करने से ही पूरा दुनिया चलेगा. If I don't do this, nothing will happen. And I am the only doer. I am the only doer. Right? For example, I'll get good marks in my exam. सभी बच्चों के कान बंद कर दो. कुछ बोलने वाला हूँ मैं अभी. ठीक है? मेरे को एग्जाम में अच्छे मार्क्स आएंगे. And if I don't get, I will be very unhappy. I'll go into depression. Who will think like that? The person who recognizes the body. The person who recognizes the body will only think that. But the person who recognizes the soul will add few more things on top of that. He'll say, yes, I have to work hard, but by the way, there is something called destiny. There is something called intelligence. There is something called God. There is something called Ashirvad. There is something called so many other subtle matters are there, which will also determine whether I'll get good grades or no. And if he doesn't get good grades, yes, he will feel sad. I did not get good grades, but he'll also understand, maybe I was not blessed enough. Maybe I didn't do something right. Not only education per se, I insulted somebody, God was not happy with me. So he finds more reasons beyond his own capability because he recognizes with soul. Soul is beyond all these things. And by the way, he will not go into depression because he knows soul is Satchitanand. I'm already fully knowledgeable. I'm already fully I'm eternal. There is ant nahi hai. So he'll see spiritual people never go into depression, or at least not supposed to go into depression, right? Because they don't recognize with the temporary, they recognize with the permanent. ठीक है, if I did not do good in this exam, I'll do some other exam. Because after all these exams are to earn money to maintain my body. I can do something else. So they don't, they recognize with soul. They don't recognize with body. You're all understanding what I'm saying? I'm trying to go as simple as possible in my own way. But understand there is Stula Sharira, Sukshma Sharira. But both of these together is still material energy only. They are Bahirangaka Shakti, they are external energy only. All these 5 gross elements and 3 subtle elements. These together form my external energy, right? But what is internal energy? Soul. So, God, spiritual power is internal energy. This is external energy. Now, what are we? We are souls, right? So, we are external energy or internal energy? Internal energy. We are internal energy, right? Krishna adds one more thing inside between that. Say that I am that spiritual energy, Antarangika Shakti. I am the spiritual world. Here is the material world, Bahirangika Shakti. You are actually internal energy, but you are a marginal energy. Tatastha Shakti. Say Tatastha Shakti. Meaning you are marginal energy. Meaning what? You can choose to be here, you can choose to be there. Nadi ke side mein, beside a river, you can stand and keep one leg outside, one leg inside. एक पैर पानी में, एक पैर पानी के बाहर, है कि नहीं? You can choose to do that. You can choose to be spiritual, you can choose to be material. You decide what you want. You are actually spiritual, but when you associate with material, you become conditioned materially. But when you associate with spiritual, you will come back to your original identity. We are the Tatastha Shakti. That is a big difference between us and God. God doesn't get conditioned by material things. God doesn't get conditioned by material things. He is completely always spiritual. But we are small in quantity, but same in quality. Quality per se, me and God are same. He is also spiritual, I am also spiritual. But there is a problem that I am too insignificant to not get affected materially. You are following? I am too insignificant. Ocean and drop are same in quality. If you want to know what is the ocean, take one drop. You know what is. You don't have to take bucket water and drink. Again, to understand what is ocean, you just need to put a drop. To understand what is God, you should understand yourself. What are you? Science of self-realization. Then you'll understand what is God. But the problem is, I am too insignificant and I can easily get conditioned by material also. My choices can suddenly change me from spiritual to material. So we are called Tatastha Shakti. Antarangika Shakti, repeat after me. Antarangika Shakti, internal energy. Tatastha Shakti, marginal energy. Bahirangika Shakti, external energy. You understand these 3 things. Because these 3 things are going to help you understand the remaining Bhagavad Gita. हम हैं कौन? हम हैं तो spiritual only. But then I'm too insignificant to not get affected by material energy. I can get affected. But if I'm in good association, I can go back to my spiritual energy. But if I'm in bad association, I can go to the bad material energy. Temporary. I can recognize myself with temporary. I can recognize myself with permanent, eternal. समझ रहे? Now there is something called modes of material nature. Sattvagun, Tamagun, Rajagun. These 3 things make you dance. They literally make you dance. When you are in material energy, they make you dance. Now I am recognizing myself with the body. What is Sattva-guna in that? Okay, I will use the body only for good things, not for bad things. I will maintain my body nicely. I'll perform yoga, pranayama, all that. Sattva-guna. You are recognizing the body. You're not spiritual. You're still recognizing the body. But you're using it for the right purpose. In a nice way. You're treating body as a temple of God. Right? You are taking care of it nicely. Rajogun. When Rajogun affects you, What do? I want to use this body for enjoyment. मेरे को जाना है भाई, एक जगह पे बैठना ही नहीं मैंने. Right? Today, after the satsang, okay, I'm going here. After that, I'm going there. मेरे को ये खाना है, मेरे को ये पीना है. You are like, you are totally filled with desires. You're totally, uncontrolled, unlimited desires. That is Rajogun. I'm not telling good or bad. I'm saying desires. What is Tamogun? I will do everything to destroy me and others also. I'll do that. I am that contribution to society. I'll do all nuisance on the planet. मैं खुद मरूंगा, साथ में 10 को मार के मरूंगा, है कि नहीं? I'll smoke in my balcony, right? ऊपर वाला will tell, ऊपर balcony, sir, smoke is coming inside. अच्छा ऐसा क्या? 1 मिनट तक. अब बोल क्या बोलेगा? मेरा बालकनी, मेरी मर्जी, है कि नहीं? देखा ऐसे लोगों को? अरे बहुत देखा होगा. अरे बहुत देखा, हर जगह पे. हमारे घर में भी रह सकते हैं. हमारे बच्चे क्या निकलने वाले मालूम नहीं, अभी तक अच्छा है, ठीक है नहीं? किस गुण के इन्फ्लुएंस होकर निकले पता नहीं. As long as they are coming to satsang, they at least see. Beauty of satsang is whatever guna or subtle body you are carrying from past life, before it comes out, you can have a chance of correcting it. Correct करने के chances हैं, because the tendencies can be changed now at their young age. After that, they will not change. Very difficult. So, when a conditioned living entity is there in the material world, recognizing himself with the Bahirangika Shakti, with the external energy, then the modes are completely controlling him. Modes are completely controlling. आपके हाथ में कुछ भी नहीं है. Actually, you are thinking, प्रभु जी, I'm free, प्रभु. Independence Day हो गया, मैं free, प्रभु जी. आप free नहीं हो. तेरे को मालूम ही नहीं है कि तू free नहीं है. Because Krishna, Maya Devi, Durga Ma knows our desires. Right? As soon as you go outside, she'll put one astra. बस वहीं पे चले जाओगे. You'll go that side only. Right? But somebody who's attached to sweets, if you are too much attached to sweets, and you are going outside, suddenly your neighbor will open the door. ये रसगुल्ला हम लोग finish. He can pull you into his house. जहाँ गुड़ है वो मक्खी है. So wherever, whatever good you need, whatever good मतलब क्या? Jaggery. Maya Devi will throw the jaggery there. Prabhuji, I'll go home and chant. Prabhuji, I'll go home and chant. Immediately, you'll say, no, first I'll hear a nice audio of Srila Prabhupada, why he should chant, then I will chant. Then you'll go to YouTube, click किया वहाँ पे. वहाँ पे एक short video आ गया, है कि नहीं? What is that short video? किधर से है? किधर से है? YouTube ने बनाया, माया ने बनाया? माया देवी ने बनाया. पागल लोग सोच रहे हो कि नहीं प्रभु जी, वो YouTube में नहीं आता है. माया देवी, दुर्गा माँ बना रही है बैठ के, 8 हाथ है उनके, ये वीडियो, ये वो सब कुछ बना के थ्रो इट इन फ्रंट ऑफ यू. तब क्या करोगे? गए क्यों अंदर? प्रभुपाद का कथा सुनने. क्या सुन रहे हो? शॉर्ट वीडियो देख रहे हो. कोई दीवार को पेंट कर रहा है, ही बोल रहा है, उसको देख रहे हो. वो देख के बस नहीं, और देखता हूं और क्या करते हैं लोग, है कि नहीं? कोई मोबाइल फोन को पानी में फेंक रहा है, ही बोल रहा है, उसको देख रहे हो, है कि नहीं? पागल बंदी वीडियो. कोई शॉर्ट वीडियो से कुछ सीखा है आप लोगों ने? कुछ सीखा है अपने शॉर्ट वीडियो से? कुछ नहीं सीखा. मैं एक चीज सीखा हूं कि उसको दबाओ मत. मैं वो सीखा कि मैं भी अगर वो दबा दूंगा ना, एक बार वो शॉर्ट वीडियो दबा दूं, उसके बाद तो गया लीलानंद दास, फिनिश. फिर मेरी पत्नी आएगी 1 घंटे बाद, सर पे फट बोल के मारेगी, गए मर गए, निकलो अभी बाहर से. तब तक मैं अंदर घुस गया. नोबडी कैन स्टॉप. शॉर्ट वीडियो लिखते हैं. कभी कभी वो शॉर्ट वीडियो घुमा के बंद हो जाता है, रुक जाता है, क्योंकि उतना ही है कोटा में. तब क्या करते हो? पीछे जाके दूसरा शॉर्ट वीडियो, उसके पीछे और कितने हैं, है कि नहीं? दिस इज ऑल ट्रैप ऑफ माया. Trap of Maya. How to waste your human life, how to waste your time. With every second you are going 1 second closer to death. With every passing day, with every sunset, we are 1 day closer to death. Do you all know that? After today, you are 1 more day closer to death. Death date is not changing. वो वहीं पे है. तुम जा रहे हो उसके तरफ. Before you reach there, you should prepare yourself to go back to God. Otherwise, you'll go there and again take another body with the same subtle body and same mind, same intelligence, some other wife, some other husband, some other children, some other parents, some other job, some other जिंदगी में HDFC होम लोन, नेक्स्ट लाइफ में ICICI होम लोन चलता रहेगा, है कि नहीं? बट इंटेलिजेंट पर्सन से नहीं, आई एम नॉट गोइंग टू वेस्ट माय टाइम, राइट? So the modes of material nature are completely covering the living entity, and if he is recognizing with material nature, with external energy, he can never become spiritual. You understood this concept now? What is external energy? What is internal energy? What is Sthula Sharira, gross body, and what is subtle? I'm going to read the verses. We'll directly talk about these things. Yes, bro. False ego. Ego means to recognize me. False ego means recognizing myself as this body. Right? True ego means to recognize myself as soul. And soul is a servant of God. That is true ego. Right? When I recognize myself as true, बेटा उसमें से मत जाओ यार, कभी अटक जाओगे इसके अंदर. अरे मालूम चल रहा है ना माता जी? पिछले जरा मैं क्या कर रहा था? चिपकली था शायद. नहीं सुनेंगे अभी तो इतना सुन रहे हैं, आगे आगे देखो होता है क्या. Anyway, so the point is, when you recognize yourself as a child of God, as a soul, then you will depend on God. For everything that is happening in life, you will depend on God. You will also do your part, but you will also depend on God. So there is no ahamkara. I am not the doer. God, you are the doer. Please sanction some good things to me. Ultimately, without your sanction, nothing will happen. So you are completely recognizing God. But if you are thinking as false ego, that I am this body, then you will not recognize as soul. You will think, I have to do everything. I am the doer, I am the doer, I am the doer. Like that you think. That is false ego.
So we come with a false ego only. Like it's already there.
Yes, we are in this planet because we are in false ego. If you remove that, false ego is like that knob between you and God. Between material nature and you. If you just remove that and put true ego, then suddenly you detach yourself from this entire material world. You are in this world, but you are not of this world. The moment you change ahankara into Krishna bhakti, Krishna consciousness, suddenly you are in the body only, but you are not. But you know that this is not me. All these things are not me. Our entire process of Krishna consciousness is to shift us from false ego to true ego, from ahankara to Krishna bhakti. The moment you change this, then you don't have to leave this body. You can be in this body. You say, I know not this body. Tomorrow I get cancer. Okay, body got cancer. Prabhuji, आप मरने वाले हो. मैं नहीं मरता. I am not going to die. This body is going to die. Of course, it will disturb, but you will not be totally broken apart. Nainam chandati shastrani, nainam dahati pavakah, nainam na chainam kledayanti apo, na shoshayati maruta. क्या बोला प्रभु जी आपने? That no shastra can kill me, no fire can kill me, no water can wither me, no wind can wither me, right? I am that spirit soul. You'll remember that verse from Bhagavad Gita. Krishna tells in second chapter. You will be like unbewildered. Okay, cancer है, क्या फर्क पड़ता है? एक दिन तो मरना ही है. You will not be disturbed, and you also know what is going to happen after death. मौत के बाद क्या होने वाला है? You clearly know what is going to happen. That wherever my consciousness is, I'm going to go. I command my soul to you. These were the last words of Jesus when he was crucified. Before he left his body, when he was being killed, he said, I command my soul to you. He's in total control. You understand it? Prabhupada said, these are all great people. Of course, there was a what is that? Sticker behind the car. Somebody wrote, it was funny. I love Jesus, but not his followers. You're beating me in the name of Jesus. वो जो करके गया अच्छा ही करके गया, right? But then, in his name, what nonsense you are doing? That is very important. Same way, I love Krishna, but sometimes I'm scared of his followers, or people who say that they are his followers, who are not actually following what he's saying. You have a lot of people who go outside and say, I love Mera Ram, Jai Shri Ram. Ram ji ke tarah karoge karya? No, I will not do that. Right? Any religion, you should practice the Acharya's proper teachings down. Then you can remove that false ego and go back to bhakti. That is the whole point. So now we'll read from here. What is the time, Prabhu?
9:51.
Huh? Huh? If everything is already destined, what we are doing, is it being done by you or no? Actually. Correct. Yeah, it is already destined that you will watch YouTube short videos. So what do you do? Yeah. Intelligence. Yeah. Good question. So, Swati Mataji, right? Huh? Harshi. Harshini Mataji. Sorry. Harshini Mataji, there is birth that is destined. There is death that is destined. Between B and D, there is a C. Choice. Remember that. Okay? What is destined is your birth. What is destined is your death. In between, you have your C. Choice. How the life goes, how Maya is going to hit you, that is also destined. But when it hits you, you still can make a choice whether you want to be hit more or you want to change that. Now, you have your tendencies. You have your tendencies. Tendency means this is what you will do. Mostly, that is your tendency. Understood? What you do mostly develops your tendencies. It's a little technical thing. Please go with me. For example, my son will come home, and as soon as he comes home after school, he will throw his bag near the front door. Right? 99% of the time, he will run directly into the kitchen. 80% of the time, once he reaches there, 100% he'll remove the chocolate jar and he'll eat a chocolate. Okay? Now his tendency is already predicted. Now, how do I need to become an astrologer or a great yogi to tell what he'll do tomorrow? Huh? How am I able to predict the future? Because of my tendency. You are seeing the pattern, right? You are seeing my interest. You are seeing my love towards the chocolate. You are seeing my not that concentration towards where to keep the bag. You are seeing my tendency to immediately run and eat something, right? I'm hungry. All these things are tendencies. Are you following me? Tendencies are there. But if you get intelligence, can you change the tendency? You can change the tendency. Destiny tells you what you will do according to your tendencies. And for that, plans are already there. You're going to go through this. It is there. You're going to go through this. But if you come to Krishna consciousness, if you come to Krishna bhakti, if you come towards spiritual life, you can change your choices. And the moment you change your choice, you can also surprise God. Actually, we are not supposed to come to this satsang. We all have surprised Krishna. We all have surprised God. Because actually, we are supposed to rot in that flat number, whatever. What is the flat number? Mine is 501. I'm supposed to rot there actually. What am I doing here? Because I changed my choice. I made a choice.
But maybe because of our good karmas, we can change our destiny.
That can also happen. Somebody has prayed for you. Prayer is a very, very powerful thing. Somebody has prayed for you.
Can be changed.
Destiny can be changed by what? By changing our choices.
Correct.
When will you?
Good karma also we can change.
That is good karma means good activities. Yes. It will change your destiny, but somebody has to motivate you to do that. Na? Somebody has to motivate you to make the right choices. That motivation comes from either good association or good knowledge. Either I have to get good knowledge or I have to get some people who have good association. जो लोग बोलेंगे कि नहीं ऐसा मत करिए आपके लिए अच्छा नहीं है, right? Then you will be able to change your choices. So that's why always, our ancestors tell that अच्छे संग में रहो. हमेशा बोलते अच्छे संग में रहो, अच्छे संग बेटा अच्छे संग में रहो. Be in nice association, be in nice association. That is what will make us change our destiny also. है ना? So destiny is there. So answering to your question, Mataji, destiny is there in its own place. And as per destiny, we are supposed to rot. We are supposed to actually watch YouTube videos as per our destiny. But somewhere, because of good association, some devotee told you, devotees actually come in between, already destined plan. That's why it's called mercy. Devotees are merciful, we say. Why we say devotees are merciful? Because they come in between an already distant plan and they say that, hey, you can come out of this. Come, I will help you. Come, I'll take you to satsang. The moment you change the track, then your destiny also changes. It changes, destiny changes. Nobody should think that I am destined to be like this. There is one Mahabharat character who always used to think like that. Do you know who is he? Dhritarashtra. Krishna went and told him, before the war, Krishna went and told him, Dhritarashtra, you have to stop this war. It's in your hands. Your son is made all the wrong choices. He has done all the wrong things. You are also the father of Pandavas. They are your young. Not do this. Give them back. Give them back what they need. They're not going to take Hastinapur. Give them back what you've already given them. And we can stop the war. You know what was Dhritarashtra's answer? If we are destined to doom, so be it. Isn't it? If you are destined to go through. And whom did he blame for destiny? Krishna. And that is the problem of Gandhari did. Right? Gandhari also blamed the destiny and she said, Krishna, if you wanted, this would have stopped. Krishna didn't tell anything because Krishna planned for her to curse him because he wanted that curse. He wanted that curse to finish something else. The entire Yadu dynasty has to finish before going out. Na? How will he leave the Yadus here and go? Okay, curse me so that I can take care of that. Krishna does in one thing, 10 things. You can't understand. That's the greatness of God. So Dhritarashtra blamed his destiny. If somebody is sitting here and blaming destiny, say, I am destined to be like this. I am born in a poor family. I am born in slum. What do you think my destiny is? Then you are a fool. Then you are actually ahankari. Ahankari means I am the doer. I am the doer. Like that. So you can change your destiny with your choices, provided you are with the right people who will tell what to choose. Again, we begin today's lecture with Viveka Buddhi. Right? But it's not easy. Let me also tell, it's not easy. It's not easy. It is not easy to change ourselves. How many agree with this? Is it easy to lose weight? Band bajega. Band bajega. You know what to eat also. You know when to eat also. But still you eat. Right? It's very difficult. The tongue is not in your control. क्या करेंगे? मैं खुद बैठा हूँ यहाँ पे. Right? Some devotee calls me, Prabhuji, aaja. I say, okay, tomorrow onwards, no dinner. And Prabhuji, one call comes, Prabhuji, हमारे घर में कल कीर्तन. कब? शाम में. प्रभुजी शाम में मत करो. मैं सिर्फ कीर्तन, प्रसाद नहीं प्रभुजी. ठीक है प्रभुजी, आप मत खाओ. Then when I go, what they make there? Gulab jamun. The shiny, reflective, prism kind of gulab jamun. And they tell Prabhuji, अब आप एक ले लो ना. प्रभुजी आज ही मैंने चालू किया प्रभुजी. आज ही मैंने बोला रात में नहीं खाऊंगा प्रभुजी. प्रभुजी नहीं प्रभुजी नहीं दे दो. एक के बाद एक से पेट भरता है. It's not easy. It's not easy to change. It's not easy to change. But how to change? By practice and detachment. Krishna says in 6th chapter. Abhyasa, practice. Keep doing it. And detachment. Try to detach yourself from that. Detach. And detachment comes through knowledge. It comes through knowledge. Right? Eating this is bad. Seeing this is bad. Keep hearing that. And one day you'll say, no, nahi chahiye. Bahut ho gaya. But the detachment comes through knowledge and practice. So your changes, you can change your choices, change your destiny through detachment and practice. And Krishna's blessings. Yes, Madhuri.
Like there is another way of looking at this. Sometimes we put so much efforts, but the result doesn't come as per our expectation.
Correct.
Then we should think like, okay, nothing is happening without the sanction of God. So maybe this is something, maybe I'm
Yes.
I
Yes.
don't know what nonsense I have done in my previous life.
Yes.
So maybe I'm getting this.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's
Yeah, that's also a very good way. This is a positive way of seeing. That's a positive way of seeing. See, there are calamities in life. भगवान अपनी जिंदगी में calamities आते हैं, right? Very horrible things happen in my life. Good things also happen in our life. Okay, let's spend 1 minute on this. Okay? Good things happen in life. Very bad things happen, like losing your child. My God, you can't even imagine. Right? Losing your mother. You can't even imagine. Right? Somebody who loves you the most suddenly has left the planet. Right? Accident ho gaya. How do you understand this? How a devotee understands this? Devotee understands that everything is done by God only. Everything is done by God. Right? But his prayer becomes different in both the situations. What both the situations he prays. What does he pray? He says, Krishna, whatever you do for my good, that I know. Whatever you do for my good, that I know. But Krishna, what just happened is very bad. But I know that you did it for my good only. But I don't have the intelligence to understand how it is for my good. So please, Krishna, give me that intelligence and also give me the faith that I don't misunderstand you. You understood? Something bad happens, two prayers should come out. Through practice, they come out. Through right association. What is it? Whatever happened is for my good only. But I don't have the intelligence right now why you did what you did. And at the same time, I pray that please don't let me lose my faith in you. Because of this incident, I don't want to lose my faith in you. Because I can't see. I can't see what you were able to see. There was a boy, 5-year-old boy. He was being taken care by his mother. He did not have his father. Father died. Mother was the only shelter. Only shelter. Mother was there. And she used to take care of the child. It's there in the Purana. I'm telling a story from Purana. This mother would tell that child, like, how old is he? 5, exactly this much. Right? He's totally dependent on his mother. Again, he doesn't have anything on his own. He's totally dependent on his mother. And mother is to take care of. They used to live, she used to be a maid servant, meaning serving others, cooking for others, cleaning others. And the child used to be beside her all the time. That was the child. And once some sadhus visited that particular place, some Bhakti Vedanta sadhus who are very knowledgeable, spiritual, they visited that place. And the mother started cooking and serving those sadhus as a service. And he also started doing that along with his mother. He would clean the plate, keep the plate, eat something. And sadhus, when they used to eat, they used to leave something. Why? They actually leave sometimes to give it to others, because remnants of sadhus is Mahaprasad. You can change your consciousness. The child used to take that little by little, little by little. Then he used to go and clean. At that time, whatever is left, he used to eat. Unknowingly. This is all mercy. Right? And mother used to take care of the child, everything. Suddenly, a snake came and bit his mother, and mother died. Mother died. Now, child, whom does he have? He has nobody except for those sadhus. Right? Now, is it a bad thing that happened? Of course, it's a bad thing that happened. Krishna, what is this? I was serving sadhus. My mother was serving sadhus, and mother just died. What is this? Right? You can think like that. But the prasad of the sadhus made that child so intelligent spiritually that the child understood that maybe there is a different plan for me. Maybe now you want me to go somewhere. Maybe now I have to find higher things in life. Maybe now I have to become independent in such a small age also. The child started walking forest by forest, forest by forest. The sadhus left. Sadhus blessed that child. And blessings of sadhus is very powerful. And he started going forest to forest, forest to forest, forest to forest. And then, he started searching for the divinity in each forest. Where is that Supreme Lord who has taken my father? Where is that Supreme Lord whose glories the sages used to speak? Where is that Supreme Lord? And he meditated on that. And he sat down and he started meditating. And it's not easy for a small child to do that. But that Shakti came from the sadhus. And he meditated and he saw Narayan. A glimpse of Narayan came into his heart. The four hands, Narayan, the Paramatma, Kshirodakshay Vishnu, he appeared in his heart. And he could see, and he became completely satisfied. But as soon as he wanted to see more, he disappeared. Narayan disappeared from his heart. And then he became a devotee of Narayan and continued to go forest to forest. And when his next birth was ready to come, he became the son of Brahma. And we all know him as Narada. Narad Muni. Right? So did it happen good or bad? What happened is good or bad? What is good or bad in this world? Actually, in this temporary world, there is nothing called bad. There is nothing called bad because everything is temporary anyways. What do we consider as bad? Something we lose, then we say it's bad. अरे सब कुछ जाने वाला है, तुम्हारा शरीर ही जाने वाला है एक दिन. Right? Young or old, we are going to leave this body one day, is it not? है कि नहीं? Young or old or today or tomorrow we are going to leave. So what are we complaining about? Your only complaint should be, where am I going after this? ठीक है, ये हो गया अभी, ये बॉडी में आगे मरना ही है. If you have taken birth, you have to die. जातस्य ही ध्रुव मृत्योर, what is it? जातस्य ही ध्रुव मृत्योर, memory उड़ जा रहा है मेरा. Go back to shlokas. Can somebody help me with the verse number? It's very easy. Go to the last of Bhagavad Gita. There is an index of shlokas. There, go and see Jatasya hi Dhruva Mrityor J. From page number 778, 774. Right? E, F, G, H, I, J.
2.2.
Huh?
2.27.
2.27. Thank you. So I'm going to 2.27. Let us repeat this verse. Just because I remembered for a minute. Yes. Repeat after me. Jatasya hi dhruva mrityor dhruvan janma mritasya cha tasmad apahriyaryarte natvam sochitamarhasi. What is Lord Krishna saying? One who has taken his birth is sure to die. And after death, one is sure to take birth again. Therefore, in the unavoidable discharge of your duty, you should not lament. रोना नहीं, है कि नहीं? Destiny है, जो होना है होगा, and everything is going to go one day. So why do you lament? So even in difficult situations, your prayer should be what? What did I tell you your prayer should be? We are practicing this prayer. Krishna, please repeat after me. Krishna, I don't know why it happened. Like this. But give me the intelligence to understand your plan. And give me the faith that I will never misunderstand you. When you have this prayer, the whole world cannot do anything to you. Nobody can do anything to you if you have this prayer. It's a Brahmastra. It's actually the greatest astra. And this prayer is Brahma's prayer in Srimad Bhagavatam. It's not somebody created prayer. Brahma is praying this prayer in Srimad Bhagavatam, where he's saying, Krishna, whatever happens, give me the faith that I will never leave you, and give me the intelligence that I will understand your plan. And even if I don't understand your plan, give me the faith that I'll continue. Right? Because if you take your pen, now hear this out, nice analogy. You take your pen, make a line in a book. Just take the pen, make a line like this. Right? Now take a microscope and start focusing on that line. Right? As you go more and more closer to the line, what will you see? Dots. Right? Ultimately, that line is made of what? Dots of ink. It's all dots of ink only. Then you'll see distance more and more closer. As you go more and more, what will you see? Only dots. But if you zoom out, what do you see? A line. Krishna, now hear this out. Krishna, God, has made a line for us to go from this material world to spiritual world. He made a line. He made a line. Right? Our this life, right now in Goli Doddi, is one dot. It's just a dot. Our incidents in our life are just dots. Right? Now, if I look at the dot, can I see the line? I cannot see the line. But God can see the line. Understood? You should have the faith that Krishna has drawn all these dots in such a way that I'll reach there. Let me go through this dot. Your birth to death is just a dot. In Krishna's view, your entire life, this life is just a dot. Just a dot. What significance dot has? In this dot, what Krishna is doing? He is correcting our tendencies. He's correcting our choices in this dot. That's all it is. Our entire life ko bolte hain, don't take life seriously. Actually, there is a good meaning to that. That don't take this good and bad, gain and loss seriously in this life. These are all dots. They keep coming and going. Have the faith that actually these dots are leading to a plan. There is a plan behind all these dots, and there is a big line behind that. And the one who reminds you, this is Guru. The one who keeps reminding you this is Guru. And the only place you'll be reminded is when we read Shastra. Otherwise, nobody will remind this. Okay? Don't ask God to fix your situation, because He is fixing your existence. There is a difference. Right? Situation and existence. There are two different words. What is situation? Our current situation. What is existence? Our eternal identity. He is fixing our eternal identity. We are asking to fix this situation. Don't go and ask God that, Krishna, please, मेरे को pass करा दो. Krishna, please, ये करा दो, वो करा. Okay, प्रभु जी, फिर हम पूछे क्या? भगवान से कुछ तो पूछना चाहिए. पूछो. लेकिन क्या बोल के पूछो? For example, if I get cancer, I am going to go to God, and not if I am a materialistic person, what will I go and ask? मेरा कैंसर निकाल दो. क्यों? ताकि मैं फिर जाके वही प्लास्टिक में खाऊं. है कि नहीं? I am fix my cancer so that I will do that nonsense again. But what a devotee will ask? What a devotee will ask? Devotee will ask, fix my cancer. Devotee will not say don't fix cancer. ऐसा नहीं है. मैं ये नहीं बोल रहा हूँ कि भगवान को पूछो ही मत. Krishna, fix my cancer so that I can make sure my children who are still adolescent become devotees. Fix my cancer so that Krishna, I am still in 7th chapter. 18 चैप्टर कंप्लीट करो, उसके बाद उठाओ मेरे को. यहाँ पे इंटरमीडिएट मत मारो मेरे को, है कि नहीं? Krishna, fix my cancer because I have still not developed taste for chanting. मेरे को चैंटिंग में टेस्ट नहीं आ रहा. हरे कृष्णा बोल रहा हूँ लेकिन माइंड इधर उधर जा रहा है. एक राउंड अच्छा कर लो कृष्णा. वन लाइफ इन माई लाइफ, वन राउंड नाइसली इन माई लाइफ. उठा लो मेरे को उसके बाद. You see the difference between materialistic choices and spiritual choices? Both are asking the same thing, but the purpose is different. Both are going to God, but the purpose is different. One person is going and asking for what? Sense happiness, sensual happiness. When the obstacle comes, I want you to remove the obstacle. God is our bar attender. When you go to that dhaba or that hotel, क्या बोलते हो? कृष्णा, एक पनीर बटर मसाला. कृष्णा, तंदूरी रोटी गरम चाहिए और नरम और कड़क. कृष्णा, तेरे को नरम चाहिए, गरम चाहिए, कड़क चाहिए, डिसाइड कर पहले. है कि नहीं? We are treating God like our server. That's what people are doing these days. They go to temple and do what do they? ये निकालो ताकि मैं enjoy कर सकूं. But what a devotee will ask? ये निकालो Krishna, so that I can attend a satsang. I can make progress in spiritual life. Old age तो आना ही है. लेकिन how can you fix that? How can you fix that? By telling, before I become old and die, make me more Krishna conscious. ताकि अगला जन्म ना हो. जन्म कर्म च मे दिव्यम एवं यो वेति तत्वतः त्यक्त्या देहम पुनर्जन्म नैति मामेति सो अर्जुना. मेरे मरने से पहले तुम्हारे जन्म, तुम्हारे कार्य मुझे समझाओ. जन्म कर्म च मे दिव्यम. And let me understand your activities, Krishna, before I die. Right? Krishna is actually telling this verse. The one who understands my activities, my appearance, my disappearance, which are all divyam, which are all spiritual, will never take birth again. Simple. He will understand my nature. He will understand my spiritual nature, will never take birth again. So our prayer will be, Krishna, remove me from difficulties so that I can focus more on. Should I ask for a promotion in office? अभी बताओ, पूछना नहीं पूछना? जोर से बोलो. पूछते हो ना सभी लोग. Should I ask for increment in work? Should I ask for a 5-bedroom flat? बिग हॉल, 5 बेडरूम रहे लेकिन हॉल बड़ा रहे. क्यों? हॉल में क्या करना है? सत्संग करना है. फुटबॉल नहीं खेलना, सत्संग करना है ना. हाँ. शुड आई बिकम रिच? क्यों? टू स्पॉन्सर फॉर प्रसादम. नहीं ना? हाँ? So to serve God, you can ask anything, and that is spiritual. There is a thin line between spiritual and material. When you use everything for God's service, that is spiritual. When you use it for your service, then that is material. ठीक है? Okay. We'll just go couple of shlokas more because I have given so much context. अगले हफ्ते तक पता नहीं कितना रहेगा, पूरा उड़ जाएगा रहेगा नहीं. तो I just want to go couple of shlokas and we'll stop. ठीक है? But I gave you the context already. Most of it you already learnt. Okay. So once again, 4th shloka: earth, water, fire, air, ether, mind, intelligence, and false ego. All together, these 8 constitute my separated material energies. ठीक है? You understood this shloka? Fifth shloka. Apareyam itasvi anyam प्रकृतिं विदिमे पराम जीवभूतं महाबाहो ययेदं धार्यते जगत्. Repeat after me. Besides this, O mighty armed Arjuna, there is another superior energy of mind which comprises of living entities who are exploiting the resources of this material inferior nature. He's telling, okay, there is this Bahirangik Shakti, external energy, and there is the internal energy. What are they right now doing? They are in Gauli Doddi trying to make money. They are exploiting this material nature to find enjoyment. But who are they? They are all my inner nature. They are spiritual. Right? He's telling there is another, apart from material, there is another. But what are they doing right now? They are conditioned. Meaning they are talking about, he's talking about us. He's talking about us. Yeah. 6th shloka. Etad yonini bhutani. Etad yonini bhutani sarvaniti upadharaya aham krishnasya jagata prabhava pralayasthatha. All created beings have their source in these two natures. Of all that is material and all that is spiritual in this world. Know for certain that I am both the origin and the dissolution. So he's telling all has been created from these two natures. What is the two natures? Spiritual world, material world. And both are coming from where? From me only. God means what? God is not just sitting in the spiritual world. He's there in the material world also. He's telling, I'm in both the places. Of all created beings have their source from me only, the two natures. Of all that is material and all that is spiritual in this world, know for certain that I am both the origin and the dissolution. Everything comes from me and everything goes back into me only. Matta parataram nanyat kinchidasti jananjaya Mai sarvam idam proktam sutre maniganaiva. O conqueror of wealth, there is no truth superior to me. Everything rests upon me as pearls are strung on a thread. What a beautiful analogy is saying. Everything is coming from me. You see a garland. Have you seen a garland in it? Do you see the thread behind? You don't see it. You only see the flowers. But what is holding all those? Thread. I am the thread. Everything is coming from me. Everything is resting on me. Without me, nothing can sustain. But I am the thread. Remember that. I am behind everything. 8. Rasoham apshu kaunteya prabhasmi sashishurayo pranava sarva vedeshu शब्द के पौरुषम नृषु O son of Kunti, I am the taste of water, the light of sun and the moon, the syllable Om in the Vedic mantras. I am the sound in ether and ability in man. He's telling everything. Can anybody claim this? Anybody here? Sun came from you, moon came from you. Huh? I am the syllable Om. Om comes from me. Om is me, my impersonal aspect from Vedic scriptures, and I'm the sound in ether. How does the sound travel when there is space? That ether is me, sound is me, and the ability in man. Any ability you have, who is giving that? Any ability. You are proud of our abilities, right? Prabhuji, I can draw nicely, I can sing nicely, I can speak nicely, I can think nicely. All that who is giving? Krishna is giving. So what are you? Nothing. Nothing, all our abilities. Even the ability to understand God is given by God only. Otherwise you can't understand him. You can't tell. A lot of people say, Prabhuji, I am going to seek about God. I am going seeking. Seeker. What seeker you will do? If he doesn't allow you to understand him, what can you understand? You can find God by yourself. You can't find anything by yourself. Unless he allows you. Okay? 9. पुण्योगंध पवित्रम प्रवित्यम च तेजश्चास्मि विभावसु जीवनम सर्वभूतेषु तपश्चास्मि तपस्विषु I am the original fragrance of the earth. I am the heat in fire. I am the life of all that lives. And I am the penances of all ascetics. Right? So he's further and further explaining the greatness that he is. He is the heat of the fire, he is the light of the fire, he is the fragrance of the earth. When it rains, can you feel the fragrance? That fragrance. Fragrance of the earth means what? All the masala ka fragrance wahi se aa raha hai na. See, you put 2 seeds. One becomes chili plant, another becomes tamarind plant, another becomes... So, pura masala kidhar se aa raha hai? There is a difference in taste of chili and tamarind. Where is the taste coming from? Earth. And who is giving that fragrance to earth? Krishna. Pura masala Krishna ke paas hi hai. So, everything. You should understand from the sentences, all the penances of the ascetics, all the sacrifices people do, the yogis, everything is coming from me only. Right? So, I will stop here at 7.9. Actually, there is a very beautiful satsang that is already planned, right, in Bhakti Center now. His Grace Gauranga Darshan Prabhu is here. Please don't miss it. We can quickly have prasad, drive our car, go to the center, starting a little early maybe. It was supposed to start at 11:30. What is the time now? 10:25. Already Prabhuji is there. I just now got a news. So let's have quick prasad, and whatever is left, let's quickly distribute here. I'll go and call security and whatever it is. Less number of people came here today. And take the bhagonas and go to the center. From center we can send the bhagonas. Don't worry. We'll take it there. I'll get my car here right now. Okay. So this is a very interesting chapter, Prabhus. The next few verses, about 7 chapter, don't miss it. Right? Because Krishna has just started introducing himself. And he'll go further. In the next verse, he'll tell who are devatas. Very important. Who are devatas? इतने सारे देवता हैं, कौन है ये लोग? और उनके साथ रिलेशन क्या है देवता का? वो भी समझाएंगे. And how we should go back to him, he'll also explain. Okay? So don't miss this. Namaste Narasimhaya. Namaste Narasimhaya. Radha Radha Daine. Hiranyakashi Korvakshaha. Shilatankanakalaye. Ito Narasimho Parato Narasimho. Yato Yato Yami ततो नरसिंहो बाहर नरसिंहो हृदय नरसिंहो नरसिंहामदिं शरणं प्रपद्ये तव कर कमल अद्भुत श्रृंगार दरिता हिरण्यकशिपु तनुभृंगा केशवदत्ता नरहरि रूपा जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे तव कर कमल अद्भुत श्रृंगार ललिता हिरण्यकशिपु तनुभृंगा केशवदत्ता नरहरि रूपा जय जगदीश हरे भक्त विघ्नाश नरसिंह देव भगवान की भक्त शिरोमणि प्रहलाद महाराज की ऐसी भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी श्री प्रभुपाद की वयम कृषि सत्संग ग्रुप की बताए गौर प्रेमानंद जय महाप्रसाद गोविंदे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवसादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. On Ekadashi day, we don't sing the full prayer of Mahaprasada because it's not anna. What we are eating is not wheat. It's all sabudana and fasting things, right? So we just say Mahaprasada Govinda and Jai Shri Krishna. But otherwise, we sing the whole Mahaprasada Govinda, Nam, Brahmana, Vishnu. So quickly, have your prasad. Start from here. And today is Julan Yatra. Today is the day Radha and Krishna sit on the Jula. So we have a big nice Jula in the center now. We are going to swing Radha and Krishna. So please come. Now in the morning we are going to do, in the evening also we are going to do. But now we have lecture of Gaurang Darshan Prabhu. He's going to enlighten us about Julan Yatra also. So don't miss this. Hare Krishna. Let's wrap up.